Hey there, in this video what I'm going to do is actually capture a waveform visually using kind of a screen capture snapshot grab type of maneuver. So I'm going to be using Logic. You can use almost any DAW because my key command is going to work on a Mac. This will work through Splashtop if that's what you're using, so you actually don't need to record into the program because we're going to be using some of Logic's built-in loops. But this will work in Live or a number of other programs that contain loops just as a default. So here I have Logic open. If it doesn't look like this with the Create New Track dialog box up because I just opened a session, you can choose File New. Or if this doesn't come up for whatever reason, you can always press this button over here that adds a new track, and then the Create New Track dialog box should come up. So I have here, I'm going to choose mic or line just because I'm going to be using audio loops because I want to visualize and capture an audio waveform. So it doesn't matter the input because again, I'm going to be using the loop browser. So I'm going to create that. Audio track gets created over here. And I'm going to go over here to the little thing that looks like a loop. I can also press the letter O, and then it pulls up all of the loops that have been downloaded. And there should be quite a few. I'm looking for the blue loops because those are actual audio pieces, audio clips. The MIDI are little small MIDI files that also act like loops, but they also load a virtual instrument, and so they don't show a waveform, which that's why I'm doing this. You'll notice over here there's an amount of bars or measures. So for example, this MIDI clip 16mm film electric piano is 8 bars long, and it also, because it is a MIDI clip, so it has some notes to it. It has a key and a tempo. So I can scroll down. There's also clips, if I get far enough in here, that have just a minute seconds time. So they are kind of not constrained to the bars or adapt to the bars, I should say. They just are, so long. And so I'm going to go down till I find something interesting. And there's a ton. So I don't know, abstract atmosphere. I can always click on them to hear them. So if I go back to that abstract atmosphere, okay, that's a little long. That's 6 seconds. Here's 2 seconds. There we go. I like that. That's short. So I'm going to pull that over to my track. And I can see that if I zoom in on the track, I can just pull down. I see that it is stereo track, which is fine. But I only get I can also zoom in a little bit if I go Command and the right arrow key. So I could do this and but what I think it's a little easier. If you just double click on it, it opens the file down here, the actual audio file. And that's a little bit easier. If I still want to zoom in, I could do Command right. Oh, I got to be down in this area first. I could do Command right arrow and I can still zoom in. So this one's pretty complex, but I can still get an amplitude envelope from this. So what I can do now, because I'm ready to take the screen capture, partial screen capture. If I do Shift Command 3, I take a full screen capture. I don't want that. I actually want to select part of the screen. So Shift Command 4 all at the same time brings up a different type of cursor. It's like a little plus sign, and it's got down below you have some numbers which are the placement of this where it is on the screen. So I just want to start over here in the upper corner, click on it, and you can see it starts to drag a little box. That's going to be, the box is what my screen capture is going to take. So if I just want this much of the screen, I can do that. And I notice it pops up over here. It also shows up on my desktop. So that's the file. That's all you have to do. Just upload that, and you've actually successfully captured an audio waveform.